in 경기장 도시형.
And whenever I hear that music, I want to like whip a candlestick on the wall or something like that to see if anything comes out. Just how it is. All right. Down in the bottom left in the yellow from the team Mouz, leading off, it is BIGs. And at the top of the map in the 12 o'clock position from the red, or in the red color, also playing Zerg, from the team oGs, it is JookTo.
From the mysterious red people from Mars.
That's right. Dude, I can't wait for that movie. Actually, I'm really excited about that. I'm a John Carter fan. I have been for a while. I've read a couple of the books. Reading more right now.
Nice.
I don't know, it's cool. It's neat to see how like those books influenced modern science fiction and fantasy and all that, because those are written like over 100 years ago, you know? So, I don't know, it's pretty cool stuff.
It's kind of the same feeling I get from a lot of the Lovecraft novels and things like that as well, just to kind of see the basis of that sort of writing.
Definitely.
But, and what a crazy guy Lovecraft was. But anyway, that's beside the point. We have a CVZ on our hands. This is a very, very, very long walk distance. Race. It is, yes.
That too.
Very Cthulhu-influenced overlord there, but...
Yep. Well, he's not really technically. I mean, an overlord could pass for Cthulhu's head.
Yes.
I suppose. He would need a body, but yeah, it's a bit Lovecraftian, some of it, I'd say.
Well, we'll see what our Lovecraftian overlords have in store for us now, as looks like BIG's going to open up with Pool first. And his opponent going for a quick hatch, 15 hatch versus, I think it was a 15 pool as well. So,
yep.
And we'll see if BIGs can overcome that walk distance, or what he's going to put up here in a second. Actually following this up with gas now.
Yeah, I mean, in ZVZ you can kind of get away with either one, but if you go for something that's not a hatch first and your opponent does hatch first, you really need to get in there and do some damage. Otherwise, you're going to be pretty far behind in the early game. And on a big map like that, I almost feel like it's just better to go hatch first. You know, I mean, like you mentioned, the run distance is so long for slow Zerglings that I kind of question BIGs' ability to get there and do damage. We'll have to see, but I think it's a little bit long for this map.
Well, we already have Queen and a couple of links coming up right now, and we'll see what else he saves up his money for in a bit. He will have enough for speed momentarily, and his opponent, though, JookTo, does have gas coming up after the pool was put down as well. He's going to have a nice economic basis to start this game. Couple of queens to get things rolling as well.
Yep, he's going to want to throw down that Baneling nest probably pretty soon, as soon as he gets the gas, just to kind of stay safe against any sort of aggression his opponent throws at him. And speaking of aggression, there come the first couple Zerglings for BIGs, hopping along like tiny, terrifying rabbits. Kind of what they are.
And except if you actually take the scale of units in this game, not tiny at all, frighteningly large.
They're actually quite big. That's true.
All right, well, Spine Crawler's coming up now. Speaking of units which look kind of out of whack until you actually put them in scale. Spine Crawler coming up.
Yep.
See more Lings on the way now. They're just going to duck into the main, it looks like. JookTo already has a couple of Links up, though, and it's already costing BIGs just to reconsider. And there's the Baneling nest you were talking about earlier, coming up inside of the main.
Yep, pretty tough to hold off a lot of stuff early on if you don't get that Baneling nest. So JookTo kind of doing the normal thing here, and he's got a couple more Lings at the moment than BIGs. You can see that BIGs is just basically doing a Speedling expand with some Banelings to kind of follow this up later on. He's not going all in or anything like that. Just seeing if he can kind of poke in and do some pressure. He sees that he can't, so he goes back and kind of defends his expand. So looks like we're in for maybe a little bit longer of his EVZ. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, things are stabilizing a little bit, but JookTo's putting up another 6 Lings right now. And did he already finish up movement speed? No, he did not.
Nope, hasn't even started yet, I believe.
He hasn't.
Right? Yeah.
You are absolutely correct.
Yep, yeah, now he starts it. He's like, all right, I'm not going to really need Banelings right now, so I can just go ahead and get my Zergling speed, stay safe. He's got enough for a couple Banelings, which is really all he needs. So, yeah, JookTo, pretty safe, especially with that Spine Crawler right there. It's so easy to just kind of target fire Banelings as they kind of waddle by that a lot of time. I think on this map, it's pretty safe to hatch first.
Well, it looks like BIGs is going to try and move in and do some pressure. As, we kind of mentioned before, let's see here. Oh, he is actually up in workers at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising.
He does have speed as well, so. It's kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, between the Spine Crawler, the Baneling Nest, a couple of Banelings, all the Zerglings, yeah, JookTo's been spending some stuff on a lot of things that are not drones. So, yeah, surprisingly enough, he is a little bit behind. And let's see how he handles this pressure. Oh, what?
Oh, no.
Not paying attention.
No, not at all.
Seriously.
Yeah, Biggs getting quite a bit done with just one of those Banelings. He loses another couple, but now it looks like he's got ready for round 2, making his way up right now. These Banelings are not clumped up. However, Biggs are. 2 Banelings there for 1, it looks like. A couple more going down. Lings are following in from behind as well. Queen is going to fall. Bunch of Banelings out still, though, for JookTo, and a little bit of back and forth. Biggs initially getting the better of that, though.
Yeah, JookTo did recover nicely. I mean, he didn't lose that many Lings with it, but it's just kind of surprising to see a Baneling get to, like, walk in and just kill Zerglings like that. That's something you almost never see in a pro-level ZVZ. So, bit of a surprising start for JookTo. He's probably, like, slapping himself in the face. He's like, all right, wake up, man. Wake up. This is ZVZ.
The Queen
you need to pay attention, dude.
Queen was the bigger loss there, though. So.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to lose Queens early on in this matchup either.
Oh, wow. We actually have a big Ling counterattack coming in now for JookTo, and he's just going to try and go around his opponent.
Yeah, no Banelings here as well. Oh, is he going to go to the natural? Nope, just hanging out in the natural. Spine Crawler does finish, but he could potentially kill it here. I mean, looks like he might. The Banelings are about to pop.
Yeah, it looks like he knows they're about to pop as well, so moving away. He doesn't quite get the Spine Crawler kill, and in fact is in danger of losing everything. But does that Baneling just detonate on its own hatchery? I think it did.
It's quite possible that. I mean, when you're clicking around so fast, 1 hit point on that Spine Crawler?
1.
Wow, that is a lucky Spine Crawler. But yeah, when you're clicking around so furiously in ZVZ, it does happen. I did nearly kill my hatchery the other day with my Mutalisks in a ZVZ.
I think it was one of the first litter box episodes you and I did was a guy just running all of his Banelings directly into his hatchery.
That was actually ZVP, but it's still embarrassing.
Yes. Yes,
it was. Would have won that one. Oh, well.
All right.
C'est la vie.
Yes. As Spine Crawler was not able to aid in the defense as it was furiously burrowing back underneath underground. 33 drones to 31 at the moment. Both players pretty light on units.
All right,
for
so
now.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
When a Roach, or really any other unit, wants to burrow, it just goes thunk, and it's underground, right?
Yes.
Why does it take the Spine Crawler 12 seconds?
That's an incredibly good question.
Yeah.
Especially because the Roach has the benefit of getting a lot of health while it's underground as well.
I mean, if you look at the Spine Crawler, it's got like a bunch of like pokey legs and stuff. It's like made to burrow. Whereas like a Baneling, how is that thing going to dig out a hole through like solid metal like it is on this map?
And the Spine Crawler like shuffles back and forth as it's trying to get it done as well, which doesn't make any sense. It seems like it would make it less efficient. Maybe that's why. It's just dumb.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Some of these Zerg evolutionary decisions, I don't know about the Overmind, man. I think some days he's maybe hit the bottle a little bit too hard. He's like, these Terrans, man, they keep killing my planets. Gotta drink my sorrows away.
The Overmind and his friend Jack Daniels.
That's right.
All right. Well, JookTo morphing at a few Banelings, reinforcing pretty well at the moment. The first Roaches are just coming up for Biggs. Now, JookTo doesn't have any upgrades, but he's attacking before +1 weapons finishes for Biggs. But that's a pretty tough defensive position to try and break through. Yeah,
those Spine Crawlers are going to finish, obviously, too. So this is not going to be some... Oh, he cancels. Okay, yeah. I think that's a good decision. Doesn't really need the Spine Crawlers. Knows his opponent is heading back. Realizes he has enough Roaches to defend. So, yeah, might as well save those minerals.
Yeah, and Biggs now has himself a nice fancy +1 weapons upgrade in now. All right, so he's got a pretty good advantage there. His opponent is researching +1, of course, but it's going to take about 135 seconds before it finishes. And JookTo putting up his third, Biggs making no such move to do so quite yet. Yep, and he could too. He's got plenty of minerals. His macro getting a little bit out of control here. But how many larvae does he have at the moment? That's what I'm kind of wondering. Does he? All right, he's making a bunch of stuff. He doesn't really have the larva. Zerglings. Yep. Isn't really getting fast upgrades or anything. Does he have a lair? Let's see. He doesn't. Let's see. Back on JookTo's side. Yeah, JookTo has a lair. No, I was asking about Biggs. No, I understand. Yeah. I was just checking on the other side as well. So, because obviously JookTo has a infestation pit, but no, Biggs does not have a lair. Yep. So money's a little bit high here. Yes. But this is a pretty strong push coming in. He's trying to go Baneling Roach with a good amount of Banelings, but not a whole lot. And yeah, JookTo's ready with his own army here. Biggs not going to be able to push in. Oh, that's a lot of Banelings, though. Oh, yes, it is. This is going to be interesting. All right. Well, he's going to try and make his way in a bit. And, of course, if he attacks within the next 55 seconds, then he will have the upgrade advantage as he moves along. He's got to watch out, though. Baneling's starting to roll up. But, oh, he gets JookTo to commit, and then he moves up. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Score. Biggs just lost all of his banelings. That may have just sealed the deal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, he's not going to win this. GG.
Wow.
Yep, that is that, man. I mean, risky attack there by Biggs. Decided to just try to go for it, but JookTo is more than ready, and OGS gets a first win in the